coaches his first playoff game today. Meanwhile, Ty Lue coaches his 93rd. Here we go. Game one is underway. The Clippers win the tip. Goes to the corner to Dunn. Dunn bounces, shot clock fading. Zubac leaves it short, but follows it up with a little hook. He's held him to under 45% from the floor. Doing so, by far the best mark of anyone. Double comes this time. Porter alone. Connects! Sign for Denver to have Porter hit that first one. Ty Lue told us Michael Porter Jr. is a key for them as Zubac stuffs it down.
Yeah, and that's the risk when you double Jokic of leaving Porter and getting those guys going.
Or Jokic can do that.
Well, again, Jokic.
Somehow still on the ascent, but that's the case for Jokic in year 10. As Zubac gets another to drop. How about the start to this game for Ivica Zubac, the first 6 points for the Clippers. Tipped out, and Denver will control. Here's Murray, finds some space. Murray on the finish.
Ups his scoring more than any player ever. That is not hyperbole. That is a fact.
Yes.
He goes up, what, 6-7 points in the playoffs.
Leonard hits the jump. I'm about to coach a big playoff game against the Clippers. Been an assistant with Denver since 2017. Here's Gordon fading and hitting. Allow the Clippers to get to the line, not just because of what it'll do for them offensively, but the way it will slow down our flow as Powell buries the three. Shot clock at 7. Murray, net by Harden. Shot clock at 3. Murray launches and hits. Murray averaged a career high 21.5 points per game this season. Really took off after a slow start. Here's Powell, fakes the 3, attacks, can't finish. Zubac there again. Ivica Zubac. Here's Harden off the rebound. We've seen the start to this game for Zubac, who's a real contender for all defense. Harden. Oh, beautifully fed. Zubac, extra feed, and done. Storms in for the finish. What a gorgeous pick and roll in the execution from the Clippers. One thing Ty Lue said about that on the defensive end, Bob, and getting the identity back. As Dunn knocks into 3, that's found money for the Clippers, although he shot it well. Harden, just an incredible finish to the season. As Harden gets free, skates right to the cup. Post All-Star break, 37%.
And over 40 uncontested. So the question here, Ryan, the Clippers offense is only 15th in the league on the season, and they're scoring pretty easily, already 14 paint points for the Clippers, and it's been pretty easy for them. Not a lot of resistance from the Nuggets. Here's another easy one.
Exactly. Dunn gets free and lays it in.
So Harden with 2 fouls already. You look at the improvement for Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, and like James is a smart player, and he's going to have to be cautious. Both of those were on reach-ins, I believe. They're healthy, they're motivated, and Kawhi Leonard, who we haven't even mentioned much, physically looks better than he's looked in 5 years as Harden keeps doing what he's been doing. Christian Braun, Jamal Murray, not ideal at slowing down a guy like Harden, and that's what they miss with KCP and even Bruce Brown being let go.
Harden. Bodies into Murray, finds space, and again lays it in. Jokic had to be careful after picking up his first.
He's one of the smartest defenders, but if he steps up, then Zubac is there, and Zubac has had a great first quarter already.
Here's Jokic bodying into Zubac. What touch from Nikola Jokic. Knocked away. Here's Brown alone at the rim.
Timeout, Ty Lue.
With Batum in after missing a couple of games with a groin injury. Little push shot is good for Peyton Watson. Here comes Murray. Denver making a little push here. Murray bounces, Jokic, lethal combination there. And an 8-0 Denver run.
20-point swing when he's not in the game for the Nuggets.
Earn badges to win prizes with the NBA ID Playoffs Challenge. His minutes have been up a lot. Speaking of good signs, minutes, Leonard. There you go, two-man game again. Murray off on that one. Derek Jones Jr. did a nice job. Batum, another offensive rebound for the Clippers. that's been tracked 29 years ago. Harden starts the second on the bench as Westbrook misses the finish. Harden starts the second on the bench as Westbrook misses the finish. Here comes Simmons. Simmons finds Leonard for the bucket and the foul, and Kawhi Leonard a chance for three.
And a little bit surprised they don't have Jamal Murray in the game on offense to kind of dictate for the Nuggets, because this is a really vulnerable position and time of the game. Already down 11 here early at home in game one. But don't get caught in the half court against this Clippers half court defense.
So that Nugget Westbrook, one of... And David Adelman told us earlier today, we asked him, what do you need from Russell Westbrook in this series? And he said, I need him playing comfortably. I need that emotion in the middle.
Like you just said, I think that's the real key. On a team that doesn't have a lot of wing defenders, the Nuggets, Westbrook has to be that.
Jones floats it in. The Clippers are getting whatever they want on this end.
Not a lot of resistance. We talked to David Adelman before. He said we got to be physical. And it doesn't seem like that's been the case here early. A lot of basketball to go.
Leonard connects on a three. Here's Leonard staying on the floor with his two. Leonard muscling his way inside for the finish.
Because not only is he good offensively, he's always been one of the best defensive players in the NBA.
Right, and one of the things Ty Lue talked to us about was because Chris Dunn is such an incredible on-ball defender. Batum, another offensive rebound for the Clippers. And Watson able to snare it and finish.
Well, they're going to have to make those plays.
Good so far here today.
Yeah, and a lot of people thought, Ryan, when Paul George didn't come back, that's, again, way too easy right there. Kawhi Leonard just blowing by.
Their offense goes from best in the league to worst in the league with them on and off. They go from bludgeoning teams to getting crushed as Zubac gets free.
I don't want to keep saying it, but Denver's problem this season has been their defense. And again, you can see it right now. Clippers shoot 57% from the field, and the Clippers are already established their defense.
Jokic takes, short. Zubac secures the rebound. Up ahead, Leonard roaming free, lays it in. Timeout, Denver. Big contact last two possessions. Lob it in, Gordon. The touch off the dish from Jokic. By the way, Harden has not fouled out this season. Brown off the steal. To the rim.
That's how Denver's going to...
Westbrook to Brown, and the strip from Dunn. Gordon gets the volley and the tip. Back to Jokic. Murray had a good look there. He passed up. Westbrook connects.
40%, I would call that uncontested. We talked about it. You guys, are you going to decide to do it, or are we just going to keep getting run over here in the half court?
Powell splits the D and slams it home.
But that's him. He's putting it back in with 3 fouls, too, so he trusts him. But like we said, Harden's never fouled out of a game all season.
Here the MVP chance for Jokic. Obviously, critical players for their respective teams. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a block and a steal. Does have 3 fouls.
This is their 13th and 14th free throw. Clippers have only shot 5.
Obviously, critical players for their respective teams.
Certainly are, and Denver doing a much better job getting to the line. This is their 13th and 14th free throw. Clippers have only shot 5. But again, this is how Denver can shoot 42%. The Clippers could shoot 51%. And Denver's right in this game. Make this free throw, you're down 1 basket.
Murray. There you go. Here's Leonard, who had 12 in the second. Leonard gives it up. Powell. Back to Dunn. A lot of space. Knocks down the 3. Brown flags down the rebound.
Much better by Denver. Just much better. Not letting Kawhi back him down. Brown's fighting down there.
Gordon, a deep catch and a finish as we check in with Angel Gray.
That's what we saw at the end of the first half. The 13-2 run was a team that was accepting the challenge of the physicality. He said we weren't winning the 50-50 balls. He said each quarter had a story.
Thank you very much, Angel. Denver is not a high-volume three-point shooting team, though. They were 30th. That's last in the league in attempts. 28th in makes. Jokic dips in and cups it home. Here comes Dunn. Harden with space will fire and hit from 3. James Harden, who had 15 in the first, who, as we talked about earlier, has held Nikola Jokic to a lower field goal percentage than any other player in the NBA, guarding him over the season. Here's Harden.
Ty Lue said they can go to Kawhi and ISO. They got a lot of different ways they can beat you.
Jokic connects. Toe on the line, a long two for Nikola Jokic. Keep it at that exact length.
It's a great beer.
Yeah, requires a level of detail and attention. The NBA playoff first round continues tomorrow. Harden gets them both. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Last 5 games of it averaged 29.5 points, 11 assists. Here's Jokic. On Dunn. Oh my goodness, the footwork. Murray got unnecessarily tricky, and Powell takes advantage.
And again, the Denver Nuggets do not have a huge margin for error.
Murray 2 for 9 in this game, has 8 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Again goes behind the back, this time effective.
Yeah, well, it's still risky.
Obviously, one of them is going to be eliminated in the first round, but you could see either of them making a deep run in these playoffs as Murray finishes, plus the foul.
He can't elevate his game. He's the best in the history of the league at elevating his game.
That's 10 boards for Ivica Zubac. And 59 double-doubles this season, most by a Clipper since Blake Griffin. Zubac, nice touch. He's up to 16. Hamstring injury just before the end of the regular season. Came back, played the final 2 games. Gordon soars in and explodes to the cup. Which is, anybody who's analytically inclined will tell you, hey, the numbers say don't just pull that guy automatically on foul 2 in the first half. They, going in, you thought they had a significant advantage.
And 13. And obviously the bench plays better at home. 13 for the Nuggets.
Murray swivels in.
And the 5. Powell. Powell put it up, got it. Norman Powell, now in his 10th year.
Didn't finish it.
Again, the little things. He's 9 of 18 from the field. And Batum makes him pay. I mean, it's always the missed layup and the 3 on the other end. It's always that 5-point swing.
2-for-1 opportunity for the Clippers. Jokic comes up with a steal. Jokic motoring all the way.
That was the slowest fast break I may have seen.
Expand on this lead while Jokic is not in the game.
Gordon gets fouled there, and Aaron Gordon.
The Clippers aren't getting those easy baskets, easy lanes to the rim like they were early.
Gordon, 6 the first. Taking a look at the upcoming national TV schedule tomorrow.
Well, I mean, they've let some stuff go. This is only the 10th free throw attempt for the Clippers. For a team that plays physical, because your best player, arguably one of the best players, if not the best in the league, you need to give him as much rest as possible because you know the Clippers are coming back with Harden and Zubac.
Murray pull up, back iron it off, Leonard the rebound, Leonard racing up the floor, the hesitation and the explosion, Kawhi Leonard to the rim.
They decided the Murray jumper not going. He's 4 of 15 from the field. Let's go inside with Aaron Gordon.
We were talking with Ty Lue about that chess match, and he had a big smile on his face, and he said, you know, I do love the chess match. Players still got to execute, but I really like it, especially after game 1, once you see.
He'll put him back in when he has to.
And to your point about Bogdanovic, 0 for 3 from 3 in this game. Here's Jokic, draws 2, Westbrook on the cut.
If he gets double, he will find you when you cut to the basket.
8th assist for Nikola. Leonard elevates and sticks it.
ISO basketball, no problem with that. They're both some of the best ever to do it. That'll be the Clippers offense until Zubac comes back in as Murray shows up.
Ties it at 81. Leonard is 16th straight game with at least 20, third longest streak of his career. Batum, catch, fire, and hit from 3. Show a little more restraint than that.
Yeah, he does, and he usually does. But every game, every point, this could be a one-point game. A final score of a separation of 1 point, and he just gave the Clippers a point. Good foul by Westbrook, otherwise easy 2 points for the Clippers.
And Jones hits the first. Back on ESPN, the Golden Knights host the Wild at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. Our pregame coverage begins with The Point at 2 Eastern on ESPN2. The road to the Cup. Here's Jokic. Backing down Zubac. Jokic flips it in, methodical and precise.
The guy that's guarding him, we've said it 100 times, he's the best to do it in the NBA, and Jokic makes things look so easy.
Oh, Zubac off a beautiful delivery. Zubac now with 17 points, 12 rebounds. They get 19 points for Zubac. Brown, beautiful cut, spins it in.
Have to be disciplined and execute.
And that's where this two-man game is so effective. Murray on a three. Harden flings it back, 3 to shoot. Batum. Oh my! What a shot from Nicholas Batum! As the mismatch on Harden. Leonard shading, double comes, open Gordon, his three, it's good!
This is a heavyweight fight.
Crowd rising to its feet. Brown for the lead. No. Westbrook, yes!
There's what he does.
Crowd rising to its feet. Brown for the lead. No. Westbrook, yes!
There's what he does. He's going to roll with him. He loves the energy. And he loves what he does for this team.
And then, because he was down and didn't get back right away,
Ty Lue went back to his starters now. Chris Dunn back in the game, as is Norman Powell. He's going to close with these guys. And again, doesn't look like Porter Jr., who has not had the best game.
Clippers, all 5 starters, as Bob said. 1-point game, under 3 to go. Jokic fakes the 3, dishes. Westbrook serves it in. Over on ABC tonight, Lakers, Timberwolves, and Jokic misses both. An 80% free throw shooter.
Can the Nuggets continue to play great defense? Zubac is away, and that's goaltending.
Well, did it hit the backboard first?
I think it did.
Here is Murray, down 1 in game 1. 25 seconds. Westbrook a 3. You bet! How about them apples?
We talked about it. I still like the Harden Zubac pick and roll. I would still play out of that. We'll see what they do.
Clippers out of timeouts. Here's Harden going quickly. Floats it up and in. Tied at 98. 6 seconds. Jokic gives it up. Westbrook 3 seconds. Westbrook throws it off of the Clippers, and that will do it. Denver does not get a shot off.
Game 1. Western Conference Series, and it's been as advertised. Thought it would be a little bit more high scoring, Scott Hastings, but it hasn't been.
Well, the game slowed down.
Murray sliding in, flipping out. 5 to shoot. Gordon rages to the rim.
Great patience.
Gordon up to 21. Here's Harden dancing to the cup.
Harden came to play. He's now he can't be as physical on defense, so it does change things.
And also, Bob, you talked about it before. The Clippers are the #1 defensive rebounding team in the NBA. Hastily up the floor. Murray weaving, floating, and hitting.
He just has a knack for the big moments, right?
Leonard surrounded, fades, and hits. Big bucket there for Kawhi Leonard.
Still good enough to get to his spot. A little bit of danger there, down 3 in this overtime.
Jokic finds Westbrook. Good hands by Harden. Dunn in there as well, but Gordon persistent. Harden looking to take Murray. Harden skates in and floats another home.
The second he gets that angle with his left hand, the play's almost over.
10 to shoot. Another touch here for Jokic. Brown will fire. And Murray. And a steal. Dunn comes up with it. Here comes Leonard. Resuscitation for LA. Harden connects. What a 3 from Harden.
Can wait here.
Westbrook. No. Gordon keeps it alive. Just a 2-second difference game in shot clock.
From the first quarter on, after the Clippers looked in complete control, Denver started getting more physical, and it showed. And the fact that the Clippers turn the ball over that much in a game like this is the difference.
28, 9, and 12 for Jokic. Has the next. With 6.5 to go, Clippers are out of timeouts. Screaming across the timeline, launches away, able to hit the three with 0.9 remaining, but that will do it. The Nuggets emerge Game 1 victors